Okay, welcome to our show today. It's show number 25. It's Friday, February 20. What's the date today? 24th. This is the vent. I'm Mel.
I'm Tony.
And we're just gonna get into the first story
this
today.
is like back-to-back shows for us, like a double header almost.
Double header. There you go.
I feel like a baseball player.
There you go.
Double header.
First story today is MMA in schools. What's MMA?
Mixed
martial arts in school.
Yeah.
In schools? Is that
Yeah.
gonna be like part of their fitness program?
I guess. So, well, I got a question. When we were youngsters in school, like boxing was big, right? But we didn't have boxing in.
We didn't have boxing in school. No.
We didn't have jujitsu. We didn't have,
No.
So let's take the most barbaric
form of fighting.
Introduce it to schools.
Where where they're full of sugar anyway.
Full of piss and vinegar.
Yeah.
Right. So now the bullies are gonna have.
They're gonna show them how to beat up people more effectively.
Yeah. But they're gonna say, well, we're gonna have rules. Of course, we're not gonna have hitting to the head in class.
Yeah.
Well, that may be cool.
When do kids ever listen?
Exactly.
When do kids ever listen?
So and that made it.
And these are educators.
I don't get it. They didn't allow it in Ontario at all as a sport. Until a couple of years ago because of its brutality.
Yeah.
But now they're gonna bring it
Now
to
they're
schools.
gonna bring it to schools.
So what are the kids gonna do in recess?
Yeah, they're gonna practice some moves.
Yeah, they're gonna the boys are gonna be like acting tough dudes,
Unbelievable. And these are, like I said, these are educated people.
Okay, so let me straight. When my kids in school, they're playing recess one time, they're playing mini sticks. Mini stick hockey,
Mini sticks hockey, yeah.
One kid got hit in the shins with the stick. Hurt him. Banned mini sticks. But you're gonna have MMA fighting.
Doesn't make sense.
A couple months ago.
Of course, it doesn't make sense to me.
A couple months ago, a teacher was walking the playground, got hit with a soccer ball in the head. They banned all balls from the playground. Balls in a playground.
You know what they should do? They should ban all teachers from schools. They're not helping them.
They'll probably learn more. Like
ban all
MMA
teachers
in schools. Seriously.
We'd save a lot of money.
I don't. I was watching a friend of mine was an MMA fight one time, right?
Yeah.
And what you see on TV is not what you see off the cameras. We see the big fights, you see some blood, whatever. But for some,
it looks so.
It's barbaric, but not quite barbaric as
sensationalism.
Exactly, it's sensationalized, right? Well, somehow, some way, this acquaintance of mine ended up in the hospital that night, which happened to be the same hospital that these guys that were fighting on these cars, because we only see the top guys, right? There's a lot of guys, but they were sucking fluids through tubes. Half of them were freaking dying.
Exactly.
They're all in beds, lining up the friggin' hospital.
Yeah, they don't see that. They
don't see that.
They should do a documentary on that.
But then they're gonna bring MMA to schools.
Yeah. It's sensationalism.
Let's not bring books. Kids can't read and write.
No.
But we're gonna bash their heads in.
Yeah.
Holy.
Second story tonight.
Yes.
I hate this. Maybe someone thinks it's better.
Yes.
But I hate when you go on a website, they changed it, and you're totally freaking lost. And you know what? And they made it harder. Like, I don't understand why when they change a website, it should be easier.
Well, especially for people like us that aren't
computer illiterate.
Yeah. Don't leave it alone.
Leave it alone. It took me 15 minutes to get on a new website because they updated my server or whatever. Now I'm lost. Sorry.
I go my favorite day. I go do some banking. My wonderful bank.
They're the worst.
Updated. My favorite bank started to change their website. I couldn't get on my
couldn't pay a bill.
Couldn't
figure out how to pay a bill.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Exactly.
Leave it alone.
It works. It's fine. No, they have to mess up. They have to make it harder.
Well, they got to justify their
rate
increases.
Why? Speaking of that,
yes.
The banks don't make enough money.
They don't. I know they don't.
They don't make enough money. They didn't make their $500 million this quarter. That's what their goal is.
Maybe they might go bankrupt.
You never know. But banks are raising their fees.
What?
They're raising their fees. They want to take more money. Yeah, they want to take more money out of our pocket.
Holy.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. They want to make more money.
Mel, I'm telling you,
when is enough is enough?
This is what it's going to come to, Mel. Okay, you're going to go to work, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go to work. You're going to get a paycheck. Look at your paycheck, because on the paycheck it's going to say right
here. You're going to go to work. You're going to get food stamps.
Here's your $20 this week. We've already taken out your bank fees. We've already taken out your gas fees. Right? And you're going to get a peasy $20 a week to live on. Yeah. That's what it's coming down to. Because you're just working for the man.
Yeah.
Let's face it. And that's all it's going to be. It's going to be
on a more somber note, they were
Yes.
talking about, well, I don't know what's somber, whatever, but celebrity deaths.
Yes.
Sometimes I can never understand celebrity
neither.
deaths. You know what I mean? Yeah, just recently that Miss Houston
Die.
passed away tragically,
Yeah,
quickly,
it is,
whatever.
it is tragic.
You know, it's
No
always
doubt.
tragic, with talent, whatever. But you know what? She was heavily into drugs, boozing, everything else.
She's a drug addict. Let's face it. It's called
You
spade
know,
a spade.
yeah, she was a talented freaking whatever. But you know what? Exactly.
Feel sorry for her daughter. You can't feel sorry for her
Well,
daughter.
yeah.
No mom now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But
what's with these people
it's like
living
people-
vicariously through these celebrity lives?
yeah.
They actually shut down the cemetery in Jersey because the cars got such a traffic jam that they're only allowing people in the cemetery that have people in the cemetery. You know what I mean? Like, because there's too many people want to see
You know what?
when he uses burial plot. Like, why? Like, are your lives so shallow?
That's yeah.
You know,
Unbelievable.
when people when Michael Jackson died again, tragic.
Tragic.
You know, I actually like. I love
before his
music.
time.
Yeah.
Before his time.
I
Yeah.
love his music. I love when he uses music.
Yeah.
Great, arguably the greatest artist of our time. But the point is, they're just people.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You know
she's a-
what?
she's a
They
druggie,
come into our world
okay?
the same way. They come into this world the same way. We do what we do in our
Exactly.
lives, and everyone ends this world the same. Leaves this world the same way.
I just don't understand.
I don't care
I
if you're a bum on the street, or a celebrity,
don't get it. I don't
or
get it.
the King of England, or whoever. That's the way it is.
But did you find Simon like that? Like the only reason why these
Kardashian's
idiots.
pregnant. Who cares?
Exactly. Oh, the only
Who
reason,
cares?
That's what I'm gonna say. It's exact. You know, the only reason why these idiot, real life shows. What do you call these friggin' shows?
Reality shows.
Reality shows survive.
Reality
It's
shows.
because people have such
They have.
low self-esteem of themselves.
Yeah.
They have to live vicariously.
I've never
through-
watched a reality
Who
show.
cares about Kardashians?
You want to watch a reality show? Watch My Life.
Like I watched Kardashian. Yeah, really. You
Who
watched.
cares about the?
I watched Kardashian a couple weeks ago for 5 minutes just for the absurdity of it.
Yeah.
This guy in bed, he's yakking to her, she's coming to the washroom, brushing her teeth.
Yeah.
People watch this shit?
Apparently.
Like, why do you care? I don't get it. Anyway, what's next?
Ontario
People
budget
get a
cuts.
life. Get a life.
Ontario budget cuts.
Yes, no way.
You know, they hired that Dummin guy, or Rummin, or Dummin, or I don't know what, he's a
Dummin.
Dummin guy, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, he came up with this big report and stuff like that about, ways that the Ontario government can save some money and do whatever.
Ooh.
And some of them are going to do.
Does that mean we're going to lower taxes?
Well,
To save
yeah.
money?
Yeah, and one of his recommendations was get rid of all day daycare,
Yeah.
kindergarten, because it's
Shouldn't have had the
basically a
first place.
glorified babysitting service.
what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
But the Ontario government's, oh no, we got to keep that because we got to pay babysitters, $60,000 and give them a gold
Pension.
fleece
Oh.
gold fleece pension because that's what we need.
Well, in our little town, though, we had a nice daycare, we had a beautiful daycare,
Yeah.
and people were getting paid, a little more minimum wage, and it gave some people a nice job.
It's a babysitting-
It's probably done now because this was introduced last year in Ontario as.
And everyone's paying for it.
So instead of now somebody that makes $25K a year taking care of our kids through private money, through the people, moms, dads paying. No, now we're going to pay a teacher $60K a year.
Well, not one, but maybe
To
4 or
do-
5
Exactly, to do the same job.
to do the same job.
How does that make
we
sense?
need that.
It's kindergarten people.
Yeah.
They're playing with crayons.
Yeah.
Like
But-
and napping.
But we'll be paying more for utilities, more for hydro and other things and stuff like that.
Holy
Unbelievable.
smokes!
You know, they
Subway.
should find out.
be
They should
good
find
sense.
more ways to create money as opposed to just taxes and cut things. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. I'm not a big pothead, but I tell you, the government has some sort of hate on for hemp.
Because they can't make money off it.
You know what? They should figure out a way to make money on
They
it.
can't. That's why.
And that's why.
That's why.
You know what? That's probably probably the miracle drug that this world is ever going to have. But they have a hate on for it.
No,
They have a hate
because
on
they
it
don't make
big
money
time.
off it. They can't make money off it. They can't regulate it. They can't make money off it because let's face it, alcohol's a drug.
Alcohol's a drug,
They
but
can
this is
make money off
socially
it,
acceptable.
So it's socially acceptable to drink.
To drink.
It's a drug.
And drink a lot because they
Yeah.
taxes on it. Socially acceptable
Sure,
to
for
smoke. People die on that.
Every day.
Millions
Every day.
of dollars,
Every day.
hundreds of millions of dollars spent on
But it's taxed
that.
like
But
crazy.
it's taxed,
so
and
it's
then
okay.
that's socially okay.
It's okay.
But pot growers or whatever that
Not
people-
condoning them,
not condoning them,
but it's a fact.
But
That's
it's- yeah.
the way it is. You know what I mean?
and that's what it is.
Yes. So what's next? Are we done here?
That's it. We're done for today.
Whoa, we're done. I'm
That's
not
it.
done.
On that
I'm not
note,
sipped your beer yet.
I'm done.
Well, because you drink too much.
I'm drinking too much. I talk too much.
I knew too much too.
All right.